So I figured it was time for another chick update. If you haven't seen my previous videos about the chicks, make sure you check those out so you're all up to date. But this is Fennel, my Easter egg, or you can see she's growing really fast. And then I actually caved and ended up getting a buff Brahma. I wasn't originally planning on getting one of these this year, but I've always really liked this breed. But she's really cute. Look how fuzzy her little legs are. I named her Mrs. Danvers, you know, like the carrot variety. And then my Wyandotte still needs a name. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll name her Kiwi, but I'm not 100% sold on that yet, so I'll let you know once she's named for sure. So in the past, I made a video about how to tame chicks, so make sure you check that out on my channel. But I'm going to give you just a couple more tips today. So mealworms are a really, really good surefire way to tame your birds and make them friendly. And it's great to start this when they're still chicks, so that way they grow up already used to you. You can get these at your local feed store. And the first time you show these to your chicks, they're going to be confused, but once they realize what it is, they catch on quickly, and they will go crazy for them. And I feed them right from my hand instead of sprinkling them in there because I want them to associate me and my hand with something positive, so that way they won't grow up to be afraid of people. I was outside in the cold wind, so that's why my hand looks kind of pink still. And then just sitting with them, talking to them, occasionally picking them up throughout the day, it's all great ways to get them used to you. And as they get older and their feathers start to come in, if it's warm enough outside and sunny, you can take them outside in a safe setting briefly to start to acclimate them before you move them outside. But you won't be able to fully move them outside until they're at least 8 weeks old, fully feathered. And it really depends on the season and your area. Obviously, if it's bitter cold out in wintertime, you might need to go a little bit longer before you put them outside. But typically, a general rule of thumb is most breeds are safe to go outside once they're around 8 to 10 weeks old. Monkey, do you want an Easter basket? There you go. I'll move the big stuff out of the way. This is a food topper. She really likes it. It's very healthy. Oh, you can't have both at the same time. Sorry, Eva. Here, take that one. Ready? She also got this, but I knew she was going to care about the squeaky eggs way more. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the chickens. We got this new treat in at work, so I figured I would give them this for their Easter gift. It's been raining like crazy the past few days. Once I finally get some time away from work, because I've been having to do a lot of overtime lately, I'm gonna clean up in here. And I'll show you guys how I do it. I'm gonna make it look really nice and fancy, put down some new mulch since it washed away. But in the meantime, let's see how they like their Easter gift. I think they like it. And I got my older chicks a chick stick. I'll show you that. I gave it to them yesterday, and since they have never seen anything like it, they were very scared of it. But we'll see if they've warmed up to it yet. And then the Silkies that I hatched, I have a video all about that. 2 videos actually, so check that out if you want to learn more. But Willow, the little Silkie with the splayed leg, she is 100% better now, so I'll show you that too. And I'll tell you how I fixed her leg too, just in case you ever encounter a chick with a splayed leg, then you'll know what to do. You took off your bandana. So you can see they're all doing really well. Willow's legs are now straight. She can walk, she can do everything just fine. So if you notice a chick with a splayed leg, you want to act quickly. The younger they are, the better chance you have of correcting the issue because they grow quickly. So you don't want them to grow like that and have it be permanent. So she hatched out of the egg that way. Her leg was completely turned around. It was like all the way back here. And there's a lot of different things that could cause that. I think what caused it in her situation, because it could be temperature fluctuations with the incubator, which I think that's what happened, and I'll tell you why in a second. But it could also be genetic reasons, vitamin deficiencies, or even sliding around too much when they hatch. But like I said, she came out of the egg that way. Now, to avoid them sliding around too much in the incubator when they hatch, I've recently learned that you can put down shelf liner in the incubator to help give them more traction and support. And then if you think it's vitamin related, there's something called NutriDrench, and that's a really good product. You can add it to the water, and that could help correct it along with splinting the leg, of course. And then, like I said, temperature fluctuations, and the reason why I think that's what caused her splay leg was because when I was at work, my mom told me that at some point during the hatching period, the incubator turned itself off. I don't know why. I wasn't here. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it got bumped into or what. But luckily she caught it before it was too late, so she got it set back up, got it plugged in, and they survived. But I think since the egg went for a period of time where it got colder, I don't know how long it was off, I think that's what caused the complications. But luckily she survived, and I was able to correct it, so I'll tell you how I did that. I've seen people use Band-Aids, I've seen people use rubber bands. I personally like using vet wrap. You can get this at your local feed store. And I like this product because it sticks to itself, so you don't have to worry about hurting the chick's skin or hurting the little feathers on their legs, because in this case, they're silky chicks and they have fluffy legs. So I didn't want to hurt them, and I was afraid that using tape or a Band-Aid would hurt her. So I just cut a skinny piece of this off. And I have footage of it, I'll show you in a second. But basically, come here, come be our model. I had my mom hold her like this so I could see both of her legs, and I wrapped one piece of vet wrap around this leg, and then I had it go in between the 2 legs, and I wrapped it around the other for support to pull it forward. And I kept it kind of short because I wanted to keep the legs straight. And then every day, at least once or twice a day, I would unwrap it and check them and then rewrap it. And in only 3 days, it corrected itself. So it was really, really simple. You do want to give them physical therapy, I guess you could call it, especially the first day you do it, and help them learn how to stand up and walk with the wraps on their legs, because it's a very weird feeling for them, and since her leg was way back to begin with, she needed the physical therapy. You want to keep it in very short sessions. You don't want to overwhelm them, especially because they're so young and they need a lot of sleep. You do want to monitor them and make sure that they're able to move around and still have access to their food and water without issue. Since Silkies are so tiny when they first hatch, I was afraid that if I wasn't watching her, because she could move around, but I was afraid that if I wasn't watching her, that she might accidentally get stuck with her leg braces on in the water. That was a fear in the back of my mind, so I took marbles and washed them off, and I filled that with it, so that way, if she did happen to land in it, it would be shallow enough that she wouldn't drown. Now that she's fully mobile again, I took the marbles out. But that's something to keep in mind. So I will show you footage of how that all went. So yeah, they're all doing great. Now I'll show you the older chicks. I'm actually about to clean them for the day. I recommend cleaning them at least once a day. I would never recommend skipping a day. But yeah, look how fast they grow. It's insane. This is Fennel, my little Easter egger. And then here's Mrs. Danvers. And I still haven't 100% decided on a name for my Wyandotte, but I'm still kind of leaning towards Kiwi. They look so goofy and awkward at this stage. No offense, Kiwi, you're still cute. And it looks like they have finally gotten over their fear. They've been pecking away at the chick stick. Now, this is unrelated to chicks, but I got some really cool plants recently, and I'm going to show you that. I literally just brought this one home, so I still need to pot it and find a nice sunny place for it, but look how cool this is. It's an actual pineapple. And I got some goldfish plants for some of my terrariums. Gotta pot those too, I just brought it home. I'm gonna show you Eva's new trick. Down. Crawl. Let's do that one more time because it's kind of hard to film and do it at the same time. Down. Crawl. Crawl. Leave it. Eva, leave it. Leave it. Good shrimp. Sit. Oh, and unrelated to the plants and animals, but I thought you guys would appreciate this. Look, chicken flip-flops. And a chicken hair clip. And a new sign. So yeah, that's just a quick little update on how everything is going. Oh, you can see my split rock plant is about to shed its old leaves and sprout new ones. But thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos that are going to be coming out. We're going to have lots of chicken ones, chick updates, garden videos, and more.